How's it going? How about another hot springs video? This is Dan McDonald. I am the Life Regenerator on YouTube. And guess what I'm going to say next? I want to thank you very much for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. I am at El Dorado Hot Springs in Tonopah, Arizona. And Sophia and I, of course, are the only ones here because we're the only ones insane enough to soak in 100+ degree temperature water when it's 100+ degrees outside. Yesterday it was 110, and we just soaked and soaked and soaked until we were just like passed out. Then we woke up at like 3 in the morning and came out for another soak until like 5 in the morning, and then we went back to sleep and slept till like 8. And now I'm getting some tires put on the truck, so we're just gonna chill out here for a little bit longer and soak up. I made a bunch of green juice this morning, busted out the juicer. Never any excuse not to make juice, because I had this plastic table, I plugged in the extension cord, I brought all the stuff, carrot, apple, ginger, and I made coconut, cucumber, and celery, because I got the cooler. I got 2 coolers, 2 big ones, full of ice blocks, so that we can have watermelons and cucumbers and celery, and of course the chocolates for Sophia have to stay on ice, and grapes. And so we're always ready on the road, raw on the road. Anyways, just a little warm up, just to say hello, check in. Sophia and I are traveling. She's gonna go see her dad and help him. He's working on his health, and I'm gonna hang around for a couple days over there and help him. He's always excited. He's like, tell Dan we need to go for a bike ride and get some juice, and you know, Sophia's dad's really cool. And then I'm gonna head up and see the kids. So I'm gonna try to get some videos with the kids too. Matea's on point. She's overtraining actually. She's so excited about health. She's doing what I did when I first started, overtraining. So I had to tell her, you know, she can't even get up and go to school because she's training too hard. 2 yoga classes, two hot yoga classes in one day, plus running, plus weightlifting. So I just told her, you know, Natea, you're just overtraining. You need to learn to moderate yourself. So she got it, you know. Anyways, all that warm up and check in, just to let you know about today's video topic. And that is just where we kind of left off on the last one. And we're working now, because I've got so many people trying to contact me for consults and questions and, you know, and emails and everything. It's just impossible. So what I'm trying to do is consolidate the most powerful, life transformative information into these videos. And that's always going to bring me back to the heart and the mind. Of course, I'm going to let you know that I believe especially strongly right now, more than ever before in my entire life, that fruit is the food of the gods for human beings. Unless you're too dirty, then you need to use a lot more steamed vegetables and stuff to get your stuff cleaned out, and enzymes, and start getting yourself cleaned out. But when you get cleaned up and you're living good and you're absorbing good, fruit is just my absolute favorite source of food. And then after that, the herbs. And then after that, the nuts, soaked nuts and seeds, and the vegetables. And I don't even really go anywhere other than that, to be honest with you, and I don't think you need to. If you don't want to. So it's all living foods, all 100% raw. Fruit season is coming up, so get your body cleaned out. The reason why sometimes it's hard for people to clean their body out with the food is because of the nature and the condition of the heart, the emotions, the suppressed emotions. This is what I found from my experience, and the reason why I couldn't stay 100% raw. I couldn't deal with the pain that was buried inside of me. Well, over probably about a little over a year ago, yeah, a year and 3 months, I went 100% raw. And ever since then, it's been relentless in its pursuit to free me from emotional bondage, from trapped patterns of energy within my heart that at any given time throughout my experience in this life, if I wasn't able to process and deal with traumatic or painful situations, then those traumatic and painful situations would get buried deep in my heart, leaving patterns of energy, stored energy as emotional patterns and vibrations. And any time now we just experience that painful experience, and then as soon as we possibly can, in any possible way, we do our very best to avoid actually having to feel that feeling or process it. We're not mature enough emotionally or chronologically, for that matter. I mean, it's hard for a 3-year-old to process some kind of different types of abuses or whatever, or let's say abandonment. You don't have a logical explanation as to all of a sudden your mom was there and then bam, no more mom. Like, what the hell here? And that just, I guess I'm referencing my own personal thing, but I talked to my mom the other day, and it's because I know, like, my people and most people that I know, and this is one of the hardest things about when in context of raw foods, if you can't process your emotional traumatic experiences, you're more than likely going to go back to cooked food. You know what I'm saying? This is just my own personal experience talking. It's very difficult to start tracking back through all the debris of your heart, experiencing the fact that 15 years ago your husband left you for another man. I mean, or yeah, I mean, that'd be really traumatic, wouldn't it? I guess. No offense to anybody out there, no judgment. I'm just saying, like, your husband left you, and I'm referencing a old client from a long time ago, and so no names or anything, but your husband left you for a younger woman 15 years ago, and you're still, to this day, having emotional eating patterns because of that experience. Why? Because it's going to take guts and understanding, an understanding of this process. If you want to get free, you're like, I'm tired of eating like a box of Oreos every time that thing comes up with my husband. Whatever, you see the picture, or you see the little blue bag he bought you, or the car that you're still driving or whatever, and it just reminds you. You think of that, and then all of a sudden you're like, ugh! You feel that feeling that you felt back then when he called you up one day and said, honey, I'm in Mexico with the the housekeeper, and I'm not coming home. You can throw away all my stuff. And you couldn't at that time. I mean, who is able to? Well, those who begin to become extremely advanced in their spiritual presence understand this process, and they let that flow through them. Oh, my husband just left for a younger woman. Cool, I'm free. Zunk, done. Off to the next. Totally free, totally highly spiritual in the moment. But who does that? Hardly anybody, because there's so much emotional attachment to your husband, all the good times and the bad. So you have heartstrings, and all of a sudden, he just takes a machete and just cuts all those heartstrings in one phone call, right out of the blue. Totally traumatic. And so you use food for 15 years to deal with it. So getting through the ability and strengthening yourself, now that's what's been going on with me. That's why my performance is weird on the videos. In the very beginning, I was very innocent, and I had a more ego to deal with. It's very helpful to have an ego if you're a YouTuber. And the bigger that your ego, the better of a YouTuber you are. Because pretty soon you're like, who cares what I have to say? You know what I mean? So you just get up. It's almost the practical stuff. It's an art too, but now I don't even expect anyone to watch this video, and I don't care if you do. And I don't care if you comment, and I don't care if you give it a like. And I don't care if you share it with your friends, and I don't care if you put any negative comments down below. I do this for myself because it's just like what I'm supposed to do, you know? So there's less attachment, so there's less ego, so there's less fire. But I do go into character every once in a while. Hey, damn, how you doing? Live generator, baby? And go for that because it's fun. But then there's these ones here where I really desire to actually consolidate massive amounts of help for people who are suffering. I want to eat a better diet, but they're not looking at the underlying foundation, which is this emotional stagnation, which the more emotional stagnations and patterns of stuck energy, the lower the energy, the more highly likelihood there is of disease conditions taking place, because the heart is the generator of power and electricity in the body. It's a power generator. It's a valve of yes to life or no to life. So the more shiznit on your heart, or the more unresolved traumas that are on your heart, the less energy you're going to have for exercise, creativity, financial abundance, relationship health. I'm telling you, you know, when it comes to the heart, the more crap and debris that's on your heart, the harder it is to have a smooth flowing, romantic, intimate relationship, because all that stuff gets triggered, and then within that, and within the relationship, there's all that debris. But again, here's what I recommend, and I hope to go down this route. In fact, I'm very excited because I've had a lot of my own experiences in this relationship that I have myself, while clearing out all the old traumas and the pain body from the whole trip that I went through in this life. You know, now that I'm clearing out the debris on my heart, there's less fear, more love can flow through, so the energy field available for harmony and peace within the relationship is much more expanded. So in other words, here's what I would say, like in an example, for my example, I would say to the men, gentlemen, if you want to have a better relationship with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, make yourself a better person. Deal with your emotions. Release the debris by walking through the fire of all the pain that you've buried. Otherwise, bags and bags of crap you're carrying around on your heart, and it's totally effing up your whole life. I'm just saying that from massive personal experience. And over the last year, I'm sure that anyone who's been here since the beginning has seen my energy fluctuate a lot. But the show must go on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of YouTuber who just waits till I'm having a good day. Sometimes I'm having a really great day and I'll make a video. Some days I'm having a crappy day and the show must go on. I have DVDs to sell, a business to run, partners to relying on me, kids to feed, bills to pay. So just because you're going through an hour or a day or a week or a month, sometimes this process for me has gone on for months at a time since I went totally raw and no longer have the food trip. Because I will tell you, when I couldn't deal with my emotions, that's when I would bust out 4 baked potatoes and use the carbohydrates as a sedative, because carbs was my sedation. And now that I'm not sedating myself anymore as much, I'm not perfect, but raw foods will keep you from being able to, you know, watermelon doesn't really knock you out, but cookies, pancakes, carbohydrates, even savory, cheesy, bready, meaty, slimy, you know, fatty, like people, there's like the carbohydrates where you get like stoned. Then there's the comfort food where you get like it's greasy, gravy. You can even do it with the raw foods, trust me. And I do it on my recipes and stuff, because I'd rather have people have the raw comfort food with the unheated fats, unheated oils, unheated carbs, and unheated amino acids. Because then at least once you heal up a bit and you go back to living on point, you don't have a lot of, it just gets worse. Raw foods can pull you out of it, but detox with the fruits, that's why I've always done what I've done. Why are you always detoxing? because I'm purifying my heart. I've been doing it for almost 14 years when I started. Fast and pray until the Lord of the house returns. And I saw this bright light living inside of me, totally pure and totally free, with no obstructions in the body. And so, but really what I've learned over the years is it's no obstructions within the energy field. In other words, the pain body and the mental body and the feeling body are all purified, filled with faith, filled with flow, divine presence, able to handle anything. Oh, husband leaves with another woman? Whatever. Awesome. Now I'm free to find me a younger man. I'm going to go to Peru, where I've always wanted to go. You just call up the pool boy who's been flirting with you for 4 years. Your husband's gone. So you can either mope and dope around, or you can go, hell yeah, this is my chance to, next time the pool boy comes over to clean the pool, he's been flirting with me for years, but I'm married, so I'm trying to chill. But now that I'm not married anymore, let's do this thing, Raul. You know what I'm saying? There's several different ways to live, to think, to be, to go like, well, hell yeah, this is cool, man. I mean, you got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But you have the power to control that. I'm pretty much, Tavis said you're the most optimistic dude in the world. And it's pretty much true. I just never stop fighting and believing and being persistent in what I want to create. So years ago, before I even started YouTube, I wanted to have information products. Tons of them. Audios and DVDs. Well, guess what? I didn't even know I was the raw food dude. But I knew what I wanted, and here I am. Chilling. Having a hot, epic sale, $97 on all my DVDs. 13, more than anyone in the world. More raw food DVDs than anyone in the world in the history of mankind. Isn't that a cool thing? So what's your dream? And as you get more free in the heart, as you process your emotions by walking through them and observing from the witness, you are the witness to the emotions and the thoughts. You're not the emotions, you're not the thoughts, you're not the body. You're the awareness that inhabits the body. You're pure consciousness. So look at the body, have fun with it, have fun with your life, and keep doing this thing to where you get emotionally free. Then your eating habits can improve because you don't need a lot of food to suppress your emotions. I feel bad. Let's go eat, honey. Are you hungry? No. What are you hungry for? I'm not hungry. I just want to eat. I'm bored. I'm lonely. I'm sad. I miss my ex-husband. I'm pissed off about work. And so we eat for every other reason other than cellular nourishment. And if you want to eat for cellular nourishment, you're going to eat the fruits and drink the green juice. And that's going to activate a higher level of vibration. And that's going to start expanding your awareness and knocking loose all the old stagnant emotions. Then you got to deal with it. And that's why so many people have to go back to cooked foods. I felt great on raw for 3 months. But then my life got all messed up and I went down on the downward spiral and was eating cheeseburgers and ice cream again, and I felt like crap. And it's just, if you really want to get to like 100% raw, there's going to be some dealing with your emotional stuff. And the more you've got, if you're a basket case like I am, you're going to have some work to do. And it is a frickin' epic journey. Because once you get it, like I'm starting to get it. Like I understood it, but now I'm getting it. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait till the next BS comes up so I can test my skills at walking through this and dealing with it so I can become more free and get over this crap. So you can get free, because life regeneration always was about freedom. It's never been about anything else. It's been about beauty though, so regenerate your beauty with raw fruits and vegetables and life regeneration principles. Regenerate your heart, which obviously is activation for the beauty anyways, because beauty is a light in the heart that is not covered over by the debris of the unresolved pain. So resolve your pain and activate your mind with the fruits, and the vegetable sugars, which activate the brain, feed the brain at the most subtle levels, and hydrate the heck out of yourself with hella water. and then take time to relax and sleep. And here's my last advice before I let you go. Become your own best friend. When you love your own company better than anybody else, then you're safe, then you're sound, then you're clean, then you're clear, then you're pure. So become your own best friend. No, I didn't say become your own grandpa. That's an old joke if you missed it before. Become your own best friend by sending your own heart love, 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 love. Love yourself just the way that you are. I wouldn't tell you this and blow smoke up your butt to get video views or to get you to like me if I wasn't 100% dedicated, devoted to this process myself. Most of our teachers out there have arrived already. I need you to know, Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator, has not arrived. I am in the trenches with you. I am in the war zone. I'm on the battlefield. I put on my armor. I go out into the world. And when it comes to love, I take the armor off. You see what I mean? I don't let the bull crap in. I don't let the TV, the media, the lies, the criticisms, the bullshit to penetrate me. Because if it's all that filth, keep it. I don't need it. I am shielding myself from that because my heart is pure light, pure love. And so I put on the robe of righteousness. I put on the armor of the defense to keep myself clean and pure from the serpent that wants to try to convince me that fear is actually useful. Because it's not. And when it comes to love, I'm vulnerable. I take the shield off. I open my heart and I stay open. Keep staying open to life. If you close off because you don't want to feel those emotions that are triggered, like a lot of dudes, let's say, I guess I got to keep going until this thing shuts off. A lot of dudes want to go out and talk to women, but they've had so much rejection, they're afraid. Well, guess what? You're going to get rejected 90% of the time. But it's those 10% of the girls that you're trying to meet up with that's going to be what it's all about. That's why it's like I make videos and a lot of people are like, oh, all you do is sell crap. Well, that's your problem, because what I want to do is actually touch and reach the people who are interested in purchasing my DVDs. So you see how it's going to be in this world? You're going to put yourself out there, make yourself vulnerable, and everybody who's unresolved and their crap about money or girls or any of the stuff that's unresolved, they're going to just try to pour it onto you because you're the dude on the camera, you're the dude standing up for yourself, you're the person who's putting themselves out there to say, hey, here's how you bake a better cake. And everyone's like, that's not how it's done in the Betty Crocker cookbook. You got to use 4 eggs. And you're like, no, you can do it without eggs. You just got to use this coconut meat or whatever. And they're like, that's different. You're changing the rules. We don't like it. Thumbs down. But you're like, hell no, I don't want to eat eggs. This is a vegan angel food cake, damn it. And all the chefs are up in arms and leaving you bad comments. You can't just take away the eggs from the angel food cake. But you're a pioneer. You are doing things your way. And you're going to get blasted for it. Stay open anyways. Let that come in and let it flow right out. Stay open to life. Let it come in, let it flow out. Become your own best friend. Keep your heart open. Stay present. Be true. Be authentic. I'm too damn lazy to fake it anymore, baby. And I did in the beginning. I'd be having a bad day and be like, hi, this is the Life Regenerator. I'm so depressed you wouldn't even believe it. I need some antidepressant medication. Because I can't, that's where the depression comes from, is all the heart pain. See? So, if you're depressed, it's because you're unwilling to let go of a bunch of debris on your heart. It's not like some kind of mechanical thing, because an open heart is a happy life. Excited, inspired. A closed heart is sadness, depression, lethargy, disease. See what I'm saying? So we will talk about food because I'm the kitchen ninja. And I love raw food more than anybody I've ever met in my life. And I'm just getting started, because the potential is unlimited for activation of your DNA, your glands, every cell in your body. But you gotta have the heart. You've got to have the heart. Love, 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 love. I love you. I love me. I love you, Dan. Like this. I love you, Dan. I love you. I love you, man. And sometimes I talk to him like the little boy. If that stuff comes up, I say, it's okay, little buddy. It's okay. You're very lovable. I love you, man. You're such a good little guy. You're a good buddy. You know, I call him buddy. And I just love him. Man, and I'm telling you, I'm on the accelerated path to freedom, baby. And I'm taking as many of y'all with me as I can. Can you dig it? Add in those words. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bad boy. I just keep it cool for the kids. Sorry about the S word and stuff like that, but sometimes it's just got to be legit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I dig it. There's a lot of people out here, and I just want to be as available to as many as possible while simultaneously just rolling with the flow. It's been wonderful hanging out with you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you're willing to sit and listen to this spiritual psychobabble. Stick to the raw foods, Dan. Stick to the raw foods. Well, if I just stuck to the raw foods, you ain't gonna get where you're going. I'll tell you right now, the raw foods is what it is, but so is the heart, and so is the mind. So we'll go into the mind next. I hope that you understand how to gain more freedom today than you did before you watched this video. Courage, strength, tenacity, preservation, commitment. Commit to this process, and you will be busy for the rest of this lifetime. Thanks for everything.